That's a different head design. So we moved the weight up a little more on the back of the club and started putting just a little bit of heel and toe through the sand wedges, which I consider 59 to 61s being lob wedges, 58s down to 53s being sand wedges. So the 53, again, it's a little different than this 55. And then you go into the 47, you get into the pitching wedges, and it's a little different still. And we're preserving a lot of mass in the impact area. I've got a lot of thickness here so that we get consistent ball flight. But as the loft decreases, I'm adding a little more heel and toe weighting. Get down into 43, which is getting into 900 replacements. I've got a little heel and toe weighting than what is otherwise a blade golf club. People that can make reasonable contact and play blade golf clubs like that. Not the 4 irons, not the 5 irons. They can certainly play them. I've got a 71-year-old guy hits a 9 iron 105 yards. I fitted with an A-flex 75 gram, what we call our Genius 7 shaft. And he's sitting there telling me, Terry, I can't hit a blade. And I said, really? Because you're filling up a hula hoop out there at about 95 yards. I beg to differ. The right shaft, this is as forgiving as a golf club needs to be in the high lows. Would I want to put this golf club in a 24-degree club in that guy's hands? No way. He needs a cavity back, bigger sole. But this golf club gives him the versatility to hit a golf shot off of any kind of lie. It's thin enough to work the ball, and it's got enough heel and toe weighting, but it gives him consistent distance control. Well, there's two things going to affect how the ball comes off the club: metallurgy and shaft. In metallurgy, what we're doing is an 8620 carbon steel carbon steel casting, which is what every boat you ever made is. But then we do a process called true form forging. So each one of these heads has a forging tool. After it's taken out of the casting, the gate is removed. It's not even rough polished yet. It's reheated at 1200 degrees and hit with an 800-ton forging hammer. So it realigns the molecules to be much more like a forging, almost identical to forging. If I did a pure forging like a Mizuno or something, yes, there's going to be a slight metallurgical difference. Ben Crenshaw doesn't have good enough field to tell the difference. And he can feel a lot of things in a golf ball will drive you crazy. I once saw Ben Crenshaw tell me these two putters were different, and there was the only difference in them, they were within 1/10 of a gram, but one putter had a shaft that was 4 CPM softer than the other. He could feel that in a putting string. Those guys are curses to work with. You build clubs for tour players, they can feel stuff and you go, I can't measure this, and you say you can feel it. But and then what we do with our shaft, this shaft is our steel shaft. We call it a Genius 12. It's made for us by KBS. It's a little firmer in the tip, a little softer up in the overall flex. And the new DG spinner has kind of a hinge here. This has just really got a softer flex overall. So when you put this on a freak machine, you're going to go, wow, that's an R flex. Well, it would be, except it's got a pretty stiff tip. So it can still stabilize this heavier club head, but the frequency curve is going to be a little flatter. And then we do a Genius 9 graphite, which is a mid-90s gram, and a Genius 7, which is a mid-70s gram. Both of those made for us by UST. It's Procore technology. So it allows us to fit, weight fit, and then go flex fit after we get the weight right.
All right.
So if you're an A-flex golfer, I don't want to put an A-flex steel in your hand if you got 70 gram A-flex graphite. But Ed, is my water and iPad in your way over there?